Want to talk?
What's up, guys? This is Angel Montoya 956. That's usually my handle on my social media, and I have the privilege of being here with Mr. Whyte Beard himself.
Howdy, my name is Whyte Beard, but my real name is Daniel. How you doing?
So we've been talking about just trying to get together, and our schedules are pretty hectic, and we found a time frame today. So a lot of things have been going on. Sometimes good, sometimes challenges arise, but for the most part, it's just like a track meet. You got to jump those hurdles and you got to run those races. And at the end of the day, it's like, okay, you can review your times, you can review what you did right, what you did wrong, what opportunities you have, and then you move forward, right?
That is true. Like I was telling my buddy this morning, we're just a candle in the wind. So the thing is that you need to go for it. And if you don't, you're going to be with that question, what if? And that's the worst thing that could happen to you, really, to have that what if in life. What could I have done? What could have, if you didn't take that leap of faith, then, it's totally different. I'm not too sure what could have happened, but you don't want to have that regret in life. Now, going forward.
Yeah, and it's true. The cool thing is that sometimes it can sound a little preachy, and I've heard that a lot. That a lot of people like online present this positivity, and then it's not true. And I think maybe we just missed the picture, or maybe for myself, I can't speak for you. I think you're very intelligent. I think that you can make decisions on your own, and I know when you can call BS, right? But for me, what I get out of anyone trying to be positive, and especially on social media, is the attempt and the try. And I think it reminds us. Example, today at the flea market, I had this gentleman. I was selling some old jacks, right? And he asked me how much. I said, you can take both of them for $5. And he's like, okay, cool. And then he's trying to mess with them. And then on one, he was having a hard time. He's just like, oh, something's wrong with it. And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm looking at it, and I was like, oh, you just kind of got to put some elbow grease into it. And he's like, well, I just want to take the one that looked nice, right? And I was like, $3. He had this anger, like, he's like, $3? What do you mean? He's like, you're selling them 2 for $5. He's like, what's half of $5? And this is in Spanish. And he's like, ¿Cómo vas a decir $3? ¿Qué es mitad de 5? And I'm like, oh, 250? And of course, my initial reaction is, I don't know you. You're talking to me like if you do know me. But then the human side of me and the humble, side of me says, okay, just relax. And it wasn't about the price. After him kind of like haggling me on the price, and he felt like I was kind of selling him short, he tells me, it's because I had a bad day. My morning started off super horrible. And I look at him and I ask him, can I give you a hug? And he looks at me and he's like,
Dude,
yeah,
that's crazy.
He's like, yeah, yeah. And I gave him a hug. And then I told him, like, hey, you know what? I would love to give you these jacks, right? And he gets so, like, you could see like the remorse, and he felt like the way he approached me, right? And I'm a small guy, so he's probably like,
No, you're not, buddy.
this child, I just crapped over all this kid, but at the end he didn't take it, and he's like, if I'll come back, and if you still have it, I'll take it. And I was trying to see where my opportunity was, and usually with older people, I usually tend to feel like I'm the one who's wrong, so I'll just correct it. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, yeah, like I meant
you
250.
own it.
Yeah, I meant 250. But I was just like, oh, okay. And one of my opportunities is trying to be a more, I don't want to say savvy businessman, but a more consistent one. I'll say for sure.
That is true.
So, I mean, it was 50 cents. I didn't think anything of it, but what evolved is that other people saw, and they came, to where I was selling, and they started buying things.
I can say one thing about you. You have this light that people just gravitate to you. I don't know what it is, but you have this light that, out of the blue, they can be somewhere else, and he just attracts moths to light. That is like so crazy, and I've seen it before.
Oh yeah. A lot of people do say that. I also want to say that it also takes a lot from the other person because I think it's like a 50-50. Maybe they're also the magnet, and we just kind of. I think growing up, I learned to be very accepting because I myself always had that that preconceived notion that perhaps I wasn't the coolest or I wasn't the funniest or I just I might smell or whatever the case is. It's just human things.
Yes, correct.
And I've noticed that the people who do attract, I have felt that myself. Like
correct.
When someone attracts you and you're just like, wow, I want to be like that guy.
No, what I can say about myself, my experience with Angel, is that, and I tell him this all the time, that he's an amazing person, and really, he is like a beacon. Whenever I'm down and I don't know what to do, out of the blue, dude, honestly, you just give me a call and you pick me up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you pick me up. That synergy, that's whenever you try to actually, you can feel the love, the warmth, and everything that goes. You can tell somebody whenever with the tone of voice that they use, that they really mean it. So really, it's I'm very blessed to have you in my life as a friend, and I do mean this. And I know him, like I said in another podcast that I did. When I was working in teleperformance, I got the pleasure of meeting him there. I worked as an IT, and I saw this little guy, like very cheerful, very outgoing, and without a worry of life. He did his stuff. I saw that, damn, I want to be like him. So that was the first time I ever met him. Now, right now, I haven't seen him for the past, I believe so, about almost 18, 20 years. It's been a while. So I can tell you that he has evolved, to much better. To me, he's an amazing person. I right off the bat, I'll take my shirt off for this man. That deep.
I like to see those tattoos.
No, only my wife can see the tattoos.
No, we won't get into that point.
Yeah.
And metaphorically speaking, no. There's a lot of people that have done that, and I appreciate them from the bottom of my heart. I've always heard the term stepping stones, and obviously with people that not only show support, and help. It's more like I feel like it's love, and I've seen that countless times on Instagram and Facebook, where it's like when you help someone, and you're not in the position to. It's not help. It's love, and I know that I've experienced that from a lot of people, and not to say that I haven't done it as well, but I like to speak more on what people have done for me. Countless of people have always, put some bets on me, and sometimes it doesn't go as planned, and then sometimes it does, and it's like, wow, awesome. But yeah, I've known Daniel already for a while, and the one experience I think he might not remember is I bought some brand new Doc Marten boots, and he, out of nowhere, steps on them, and he tells me that that's a custom. It's a good luck custom. Those boots lasted me a good 16 years until I had to give him the boot. So I don't know. I don't really believe in superstition, but if superstitions were true, I think that he, in his own way, blessed them. Luckily, they were steel toe because he didn't hold back. He might have seen me as small, but. And then I think he got some too. I think he had some black ones or some brown ones. I don't know if he got them after me. He's like, hey, I like those boots. And I think that's what he said. I'm going to get some. And I was like, really? And then for sure he came and showed them to me. And then I was going to step on them, but I was just like, no, I'm not. They look too beautiful.
One thing I could say about him that really inspired me is that I have a pit that weighs almost 1.5 tons. It's a heavy pit. And I actually, I'm a little bit more bigger than him. And I said, you know what? I couldn't move it. couldn't move it, I was like thinking, how the hell am I gonna move this thing? You know. So we call, you know, the pit itself was heavy, and I said, you know what? Let me call Angel. And I didn't really mean to like. He told me, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get some friends, not friends, but I'm gonna get 3 or 4 guys to help me out. So things didn't work out for him as it should be. And what I liked about him is that he kept his word. And to me, if you give me your word, that's your bond. I don't care if you shake on it, whatever. If you tell me that you're gonna do something, you know, I expect that from you. I'm the same way. So your word is your bond. And on Sunday, I called him up. I think so Saturday, just to confirm.
Yeah.
And I called him up on Saturday, and he said, yeah, no problem. And he didn't tell me nothing. He's like, I'm gonna do it. Okay, fine. So on Sunday, I think you called me up and told me, yeah, we're gonna move it on Sunday and everything. Yeah. So I'm over there, you know, relaxing at home, and my son calls me up, and he was over there by Ware Road, and the pit was on 107 and 10th Street, right there across catty corner of the Stripes. And I went to pick him up. I went in and pick up my son, and I needed to pass through there. And way behold, you know, I see Angel there by himself pulling that big Berta. I called it Big Berta because the only person that really helped me in that time to move it was this awesome person. So I saw him there. I was gonna stop, but I already had something to do, and I went over there to pick up my son, and I didn't know. Afterwards, I came back. He was still there struggling, but I already had a prior engagement. I couldn't, you know, my son needed to go to work, and I was on the other side of the street, you know, on 107, and you can see how he was struggling and with the come along, you know, trying to pull it up, and I saw that the back part of the barbecue pit where the firebox is was like, that was the only part that he couldn't get up there because it's kind of big. So I said, you know what, let me go drop off my son, come back and help him. It was like about 15 minutes, boom, he was already gone. I said, where is he now? So I went straight over there home, and I said, okay, maybe he's over there. No, he wasn't there. I was like, okay, let me wait. Then afterwards, he gets home. He gives me a call. I'm already outside. Okay, no problem. So he tells me, hey, can I go up on top of your lawn? And dude, buddy, do whatever you have to do. You're doing me the favor of bringing me my pit. So we're there struggling, everything, you know, out of the blue. My neighbor comes out and helps me out with the pit too. And afterwards, yeah, everything said and done. He tells me a story how how was he able to get that pit on the trailer? And I was like, what?
Yeah. So people have been passing by and they saw me, and I mean, it probably was a sight to see this little, you know, flea trying to move that little barbecue pit. But out of nowhere, God sends me this big, beautiful Samoan angel. I say Samoan, but he looked, you know, Hispanic. Tattoos. And he's like, do you need help? And then I'm like, I was going to say no. I can try to be prideful sometimes, but I was just like, how else am I going to do this? And I said, yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to explain to him, okay. And all I just see is the butt of the barbecue pit go up, and he just like sumo lifts it, deadlifts it like nothing. And then he just pushes it in. Like, I'm like, are you kidding me? And then he's just like, did you need to load anything else up? And I was just like, you are a beautiful man. Thank you so much. And he's like, no problem, man. I was like, I said, can I give you some money? He's like, no, man. I wanted to help you. So it was crazy because it was just that push that I needed to get the big Bertha up there, big old barbecue pit. And he did it with his 2 legs and his 2 hands and arms, just like nothing. Manhandled it. Boom.
You wish he manhandled you like that.
No, he manhandled the barbecue pit. Like it was amazing to see. And I was more impressed with the fact that he stopped. He didn't have to. He stopped, and whatever his motivation was, whatever got put in his heart, like I was just, and I know that while I was doing it, I kept on talking to God, and I was just like, oh my God, like it's almost there. And who knows? Maybe I could have done it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. But the fact that he came in at the right time, it was just like, wow. Yeah, so humbling story.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that when I got there to Whyte Beard's house, there was a gentleman, his neighbor, and I kind of got to feel how other people see me when I say, hey, can I help you? Because the gentleman there, you wouldn't see as the type. He looked more like an intellectual type. And
Rick?
But humbled. I mean, this guy put all effort. And in my mind, I was like, I hope he doesn't get hurt. All 3 of us, there was a positive force, positive energy. And all of a sudden, when we're lowering it, we're hoisting it down, I'm keeping it from tipping over. And I'm just like, trust me, just let it go. And Whyte Beard's like, okay. We let it go, and boom, just so snug, like beautiful. It was at an angle. And then we had to go buy some plywood so we could slide down because the wheels are made out of iron. They still work, but you need a really flat surface.
Yeah, it's so heavy that it just digs into the.
Yeah, digs. There you go.
It digs.
And it was really cool. It was a cool, humbling experience. I'm like, wow. And since that's happened, I've been in situations where I see now which is the most adequate way to load something up like that. I mean, definitely a winch.
You learn by experience.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I saw this guy come in with the trailer. He had a winch. Boom, got a truck like nothing, and he's like, yeah, man, when I have to haul heavy equipment or trucks or cars, I just use this. It's like nothing. I'm like, oh.
Maybe that will be a Christmas present.
Who knows?
A 2-ton, 3-ton.
Yeah,
winch.
Yeah, and he even told me they're not that expensive, and I was like,
wow.
Cool. And he showed me how to connect it, showed me how to use it. It's como dicen, no tiene mucho chiste.
Even a monkey can do it. Put it like that. No, but actually, what we're here for is that I'm trying to promote my business. I'm doing a raffle, and I'm selling the tickets for $10. And all the information is on Facebook. The actual cost of the value of it is about $300 and close to $400 worth of food, and it feeds about 20 to 25 people. It's so
Nice.
The only reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to promote my brand out there, and I already did a free samples. When was it? On October?
October the 14th.
The 14th. Yeah, it was in a Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was very positive.
Yeah.
A lot of positive feedback.
Cool.
I got a lot of good reviews. A lot of people liked it. They were asking me, where are you gonna do it? Where? And I said, right now, I'm just in the process of doing it. Trying to get my brand out there for people to know who I am and try to interact. And my good friend Angel, he's been a beacon of light for me in that part. I have, about several years, I've done so many things, but my passion is technology and food. So I love doing that. I love my craft, and like I was doing in the other podcast that I did with Los Compadres. It's up on Facebook. It's on my page too. I love cooking. So
instead of your IT, now you're FT, food technologies.
yes, correct.
Okay,
That is true. Very, very true, compadre. So, like I said, I enjoy doing it, and if you want to buy a ticket, it's right there. And if you go to events, you can see everything that is gonna be given to the winner. We will deliver, but like I said, is we're gonna do it delivery on Monday or on Sunday, whatever we can work with you. Like I said, on Friday we're gonna do the raffle on the 24th. And we'll give a call to the winner and we'll do the logistics part of it.
Cool. I'm excited. So $10 for the raffle, and it enters you for a chance to win a feast that feeds about 20-25 people, and they're also going to deliver.
Correct.
Very nice. Sounds like $10 definitely gets value for my money.
Correct.
Cool.
Yes, sir. So, I don't know. What?
Oh, yeah. So another thing is that just like Whyte Beard, you know how food and technology is something he's passionate about. I'm definitely passionate about food, consuming it. Now making it, the culinary side, I have no idea. Technology as well, but I'm always willing to learn. But anyways, what I was going to say is that what I am passionate about is music,
Oh, yes.
art, photography, and I'm hoping something's in the works for possibly in December. Maybe have like a show, and hopefully I can get Mr. Whyte Beard on that bill.
Oh, yes, definitely. You got my support. Like I said, food-wise,
So that's what I was thinking, and then I'm gonna, once I cement it and ink it in, then hopefully it's gonna be something where I can get more businesses to go out there. So I know for sure. I feel like I want the event to be free, obviously, so free entry. And hopefully the vendors that are there can capitalize on that, promote being free entry, and we can take it from there. I haven't really spoken to the venue, so I don't know if they're like, hey, you need to charge because, we need to take a cut from that, or I don't know. But if not, then I'm super excited. I'm super stoked. So as soon as I get the details, as soon as everything's good, I'm hoping I can get that off its feet. And yeah, super excited.
So the other question is that I was talking here to my buddy. I feel the synergy in between us. It's like very positive. So we're gonna try to collaborate more, to do a little bit more.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can go and do some podcasting. Because believe me, I work in cable too, and I have another channel called the 956 Cable Dude. Some stories that I have there, it's like they're truth, and they're kind of funny at the same time, And like I say, I would like to work with this man more. He's like, cool as hell. So, do you have anything else to say?
No, this was kind of impromptu. This is a one shot.
Yeah.
We haven't had to pause or edit. We didn't have any talking points. It was just
free flow.
Feed off each other's energy. But
Yeah.
I kind of got the idea where it was going. And I want to thank all the love and support y'all show. Last thing I'm going to put out there is I have had the opportunity to make anywhere close to 30,000 a month through Facebook. I think I've posted it once or twice. There's a band out there called Overt Enemy, and not only are they very talented, but I saw them post there too, and I know some things sometimes don't work our way, but the good thing is that aside from their music being very, very amazing, I know they were on a quest to get a van, and they inspired me. So I was a little bit more vocal with it. I tried to do it organically, like just kind of like
Like this, organic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I didn't want to let anyone know, oh, hey, like I have the potential to make money through Facebook. But there is an opportunity there. So basically what needs to happen is that my content, my posts, they need to get comments, reactions and stuff. And I'm truly, truly thankful that I have not really pushed it to where I'm like, please like my post. Right, that's what I'm getting to. But I'm in a situation, which we all are, right? And main thing is that I'm trying to take that leap of faith right now. I was blessed with the opportunity for employment. It just didn't work out. But I'm going to the flea market. I sell pretty much every day. So another thing is if you guys have donations, if you're going to donate them to Goodwill and Salvation Army, I've heard some kind of stuff about it. I'm not too sure.
I have heard because my mom, she loves going to Goodwill and Salvation Army, everything, and myself too. I love to going there. They overprice the things.
Well, I don't want to speak ill, right? And he's not doing that.
I'm not
but
doing
what
that.
I'm saying is maybe we can allocate those donations, and you can still count them as donations.
And you
Send them my way.
You can still put them as a donation.
Yeah, and
because you're donated them.
Basically, sell them at the flea market. And also, if you wanted to capitalize on the opportunity, and you say, "Hey, I can give you this much, and then this is all I want in return," I'm down for that too. So I was doing tree trimming, I was doing junk removal, I was doing
he does a
yard
awesome
services.
job.
The only thing is that right now, vehicle situation, it's not there. So I'm gonna kind of put a small pause. I do have another partner, Martin's Lawn Care Service in Alamo, Texas. That man is amazing. He's very dedicated to his craft. And I'm hearing all over the place. If you're passionate about what you do, you can't go wrong. And that's where I'm trying to find my passion. And it's like, what is your passion, Angel? And I'm finding my passion in the marketplace. I'm finding my passion in saying like, hey, are you using that? You're going to throw it away? Oh, can I have it? Sure. And then I go sell it. And it's just like, wow.
I'm gonna interrupt
for
you.
sure.
So the thing that really amazed me today is that we always talk in the morning, me and him. We always there, sharing stories and everything. But what really amazed me was that after we finished the conversation, he tells me, Angel tells me, you know what? I'm gonna pray for you. And I was like, okay, I'm down for that. Good prayer. Start the day. So he's there praying, saying, you know what? He did it in Spanish. The prayer. It was,
Espanol.
We're bilingual, trilingual, whatever, But my day went positive. He told me, hey, I'm praying for you to sell some tickets. And you know what? I did. I sold 10 tickets.
Nice.
And I was like, wow. The power of prayer. And it's the power of suggestion too, because you're doing it in a positive way. That if you start your day positive, you're gonna have positive results. If you start your day negative, you're gonna have negative results. It's up to you what you want to do. But what I can say about this person, this individual, this being, that even so that life could, if you see him, you're like, oh, he's very, you would have thought he had a Napoleon complex, but no, he doesn't. He is like
Napoleon complex.
He is bigger than life to me.
I will take your land and I will take your goats.
I remember that part. But it's he's an amazing person, and I love him to death. And like I say, I have tried whatever I can help him. I help him, and it's like with my wife too. My wife is a lovely person, but when it comes down to if she's gonna buy something, she says it's too expensive. I have to buy it for her, because she's my wife and she deserves that and more. So, what else do you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, so what I was saying is, and completely agree with what Daniel's saying. Basically, just running the business model, and I see this a lot. That's why it's just like, it's really cool. I see a lot on some videos on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram where these guys, they get lawn equipment and they know how to fix them and then they resell them, which is really, really cool. That's another skill that I'm trying to acquire. But yeah, if you guys have any unwanted items, anything that you guys are thinking of donating, I mean, if you guys have a system, awesome, keep it that way. But just in case, I've heard some people find out like, hey, I've heard that Goodwill or Salvation Army, there's a different information or whatever. Support local. I'm here trying to always gain inventory, and it's just a small suggestion. If you find if it feels right within your heart, I'm here to accept those unwanted items. But if not, keep doing what you're doing. It's always a blessing to be able to pay it forward.
So all our links will be at the end of the video. My links, his links. You know, you can DM us. You can get a hold of us however you wish. To donate things for my friend here. If you want, you know.
And it's unwanted items. I'm not saying like donate. You're like, hey, I have a microwave here for you that we use, but I'm gonna do it. Like, obviously not, right? But it's just like, man, we haven't gotten rid of that stuff. And there's a couple of people on my Facebook friends, and friends in real life, and friends on Facebook, and friends, you know, just friends that will call me and say, hey, I have some stuff, you want to pick it up, and it's just greatly appreciated. It truly, truly is, because they want to get rid of it. And another thing is that a lot of people think that I do the junk removals for free, and there's some truth to it, but there's also what I do is I usually barter, you know, if it's I usually like to explain to everyone, like, if I'm taking literally trash, it's like I do have to charge for the dump fee, for the logistics of hauling it and stuff like that. But other than that, there's some people that will give me some good items, and it's just like, okay, it's gonna take me some time to sell it, and usually I'll just say, hey, you know, I can barter for some gas money just so I can get there and then come back. And usually that's what I do. My minimum is 150, right, for the junk removals, and all these other companies are 300 and above, which it's awesome. You need to have a minimum when you have a small business, because it just makes sense for you to, you know, have the business sustainable. But yeah, if you guys have any unwanted items and, you know, we can work something out, let me know, and I'm all for it. And then we hopefully got that music show coming up, music, photography, art, and even comedy. Hopefully I can get someone out there, maybe one or two people that have been wanting to do a set that hasn't had the opportunity, you know. Hopefully they can go out there and do their thing.
All right, so we'll wrap it up, and like I say, like my motto for Whyte Beard, who's gonna barbecue today?
Awesome.